guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here at the 2020 Miami International Boat Show. This is a beast of a catamaran that we're on here today. We're at Team Invincible. We got Sean here. He's going to kind of go through this deal with us. A fellow Vikings fan here.
Of course. Skull.
Tell me how this bad boy is rigged.
We have two Garmin 22-inch screen GPS units here, two VHF ICOM units, autopilot, Optimus steering for ease of maneuverability. This boat's rigged out with quad 450R Mercury racing motors, top speed at around 82, 83 miles per hour. Cruising speed, you'll see anywhere between 0.9 and 1.0, or you can choose the 400 Verados package. And that there, you're cruising at around 45 miles per hour, and burn is at around 1.1, 1.2 on cruise. Standard, we have 800 gallons of fuel. Depending on how you drive, 650 miles, 700 miles.
What's your range when you drive?
Oh, me? Probably about 500 miles. So this boat, dry weight, just motors and no fuel, no gear. You're looking at around 15,000 pounds. Fuel, rigged out, ready to fish, 19,000. You have one starboard and port side, and two in the front. Compartment storage area goes all the way to the bow of the boat. You got a massive coffer box here, plenty of storage space. Here we have flip out seating, both sides. Plenty of anchor storage here. Two transom live wells here. In-deck live well. Tactical storage on the leaning post. Built-in cooler. You have side storage here on both sides of the leaning post. Here on starboard side, we have two saltwater wash, one aft and one forward. A freshwater wash down aft and forward as well.
And guys, that was a great boat trial. This thing, I mean, it absolutely outperformed everything on the water. And the turns, you could just hammer it down on the throttle. You can go super fast. I mean, this is an amazing boat. For a 40-foot boat, this thing rides absolutely amazing. I can't imagine what it would be like. If I had this boat, I'd be out at the tuna rigs from the panhandle of Florida, probably. But more importantly, I've been a big catamaran guy for years. I've been studying them probably since the 90s. I was the kid that had like the little toy catamaran with a little engine, little outboards. I was like, I'm gonna get me one of those one day, and I got one now. But I feel like this has really raised the bar for me on what my dream catamaran is. But the history goes back to like this in South Africa, New Zealand, and in Hawaii, in the Pacific. Catamarans have become super popular because of their ability to get through big waves. Sounds like one of the founders of this company, Alex Lipworth, was one of the guys that came from South Africa and brought some of the technology with them. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Absolutely. So this company was founded in 2006 by Alex Lipworth, and as a native of South Africa, he moved here when he was young. He'd done a lot over the course of his life between hunting and safaris and fishing, and he spent a lot of time down in the Keys. Yeah. And you know, he started Invincible in 2006. It started out as a monohull company strictly, and then in 2016 or so, he decided catamarans are looking better. He was already familiar with them in South Africa since there's so many kind of small shop sailing builders that are down there. All of them to do with just huge waves and breaking over the top of the bow and all that stuff. Yeah. He got together with some of the best naval architects in the industry that do sailing catamarans. They've done the America's Cup boats. They wrote the rules for the past 2 America's Cup championships. They actually designed the boats now that are being used in the Olympics.
Wow.
In the 2016 Rio Games, now in 2020 in Tokyo.
Like cutting edge, multi-hull technology.
Yeah, these guys invested in what they call computational fluid dynamics. So when you go, it used to be military grade technology. Now it's being used for civilian use. It's really expensive, but you get what you pay for.
There's no doubt.
And since we already had the reputation of having these patented monohulls through Michael Peters, he wanted to find the best guys in the catamaran side to do the exact same thing for him and have similar standards. So the 40 catamaran was the first model that they came out with in 2017. So it was about an 18-month research, design, build phase, and everything. We've taken that same model throughout our entire lineup. So we have a 37 catamaran that came out at the 40 in Fort Lauderdale just this past year in October, November. We launched the 35, and then just this year at the show, we are announcing our new 46 that'll debut this late spring, early summer. It's a 2021 model.
And attention to detail is everything. Especially, I'm a former weapons troop and aviation guy for fighter airplanes, and the technology, the proof's in the pudding. I've been on a lot of cats at the show. This cat is my favorite. It's amazing. If you ever have a chance to get on Invincible, you need to get on this thing. You need to take it out. You need to push it to its limits. You will be impressed. For a 40-foot, I mean, if you're a charter captain or even somebody that wants to actually still be able to tow a boat, this would be an amazing boat. You could do it with a normal truck you could buy at a dealership. You won't have to buy some crazy thing.
The only thing is, depending on what state you're in, you might need like an oversized permit for it, but that's usually up in the Northeast. But that's one of the reasons why we hit this platform. People ask, well, why'd you go to 40 feet? Well, it's kind of that nice, sweet spot. So where you can still trailer it if you want to. If you want to keep it in the water, get some bottom paint on it, that's great too.
I mean, if you live anywhere in Florida, hurricanes are a thing. And I'm not trying to wait for somebody as a charter captain to take my livelihood out of the water for me, and I'm in line and they don't maybe get to me. I want to be able to pull that bad boy out, to be able to service it, especially when I'm running, 2 trips a day, heart of the season, 100 trips in 100 days, sometimes 120 trips in 100 days. I don't have time for this to be down. If I need oil change, I need to pull it out, get it done right now, quick, fast, in a hurry. And that's why we're sticking with these videos. Center console, fishing catamarans. This is my favorite. This one's probably the best. It's amazing.
It's a pleasure to have you on board.
Yeah, thanks again.
Thanks a lot.
There's many more videos to come. Go ahead, go to Ballistic Ink, buy a shirt to help support content on the channel. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Brownells, Resort Vacation Properties of St. George Island, Salt Life. And again, guys, if you believe what I believe, that living a waterful life isn't something you just do for fun, but it's part of who you are, please like, subscribe, and share my channel below so we can help inspire just that.